Here's some reality check. If you want to drive to the paella or near the beach, well, there's plenty of soft sand. So it's better to be well prepared.
When we left Finland and got the build ready, we didn't have any time to think about recovery, accessories, or even try out the winch that we have in front of our truck. We haven't used that winch, and what comes to this controller, seems like the old owner didn't use the winch at all. We found 4x4 store here in Portugal and bought some accessories, so now that part is fixed. Also today I'm gonna try out our winch, if it's even working. I think it was installed in 2016, this truck, so it's quite new. It's a heavy duty winch, so it should be sufficient for the truck and the camper. Yeah, metal wire is worse, what I have actually heard and read. Well, you have to have always gloves when you are using the winch, and also if the winch cable snaps, it will go flying, so you need a muffler for that. With the rope, if it gets broken, it just falls to the ground, so it's much safer. And the ropes, yeah, they are easier to handle.
Imagine that wire getting cut and wire just flies. And what happens to it when there's a huge power? It might smash our camper in half or something. That's so scary thought.
Okay, first we have to find where to attach this remote control. It should be around here where the winch is. Oh, I think there. The connection is a bit rusty. I don't know if it works. Let's see. Now it's connected, so we can try out if the winch works. First I start up the truck. Nothing is happening. Okay, it works. It was just a bad connection with the controller. Okay, the winch works. Nice, because I thought it would be not working because it has been sitting there without usage for 5 years. And I should grease all the components in the winch in the near future, but that can fade because I don't think we're gonna use the winch that much, hopefully. But now we know it works, so we have more confidence to go even trickier places. Yes, bought some goodies. They're colored like candy. So what we did buy from the 4x4 store, I didn't buy a lot. You can have as much you like recovery gear, but I think these are the simple ones that you need. Well, we are in Portugal. Here is lots of sandy beaches, so these sand plates, I think they are must have. You can see them almost in every van around here because yeah, the sand is really soft, so you can get stuck easily. Yeah, this was for 10-ton truck, so they should be good for our truck too. I think the most common way of securing your winch end somewhere is to the tree. So I bought this rope that we can put there, and also a soft shackle, which is I think this is quite good. You can use it in different ways, using with this or just putting it somewhere to somebody's car or something, so it's a really good way of securing the winch wire. Deflating your tires best way to get more grip if you get stuck, and we bought this pump I think 5 years ago from Amazon. Yes, it's a slow pump. I think it takes like 10 minutes per tire to get up to 5.5 bars, but it gets to the 5.5 bars, and yeah, it's been good pump. I like it. So we have used it quite a lot. I'm maintaining the pressure with this, and also we tried with our truck, not the truck, our van, to deflate the tires and also inflate back to 5.5 bars. Usually these small pumps, they don't get that much pressure, but this Astro AI, it's a common Chinese pump, gets easily there.
We are located between the Lisbon, which is there, and there is Sines. It's the end of the world, so they call it. It's the most western point of the mainland Europe. Pointy little town, and between it has huge sand dunes and gorgeous beaches. And most of the coastline here in Portugal is a natural protected area where you can drive your vehicle and enjoy the day at the beach, but you cannot stay overnight for there, not even during the off season. So the natural protected area starts from there, and this where we are parked is not. This is totally legal spot to be. See that white pole next to me? Well, it's a sign. In this side of the pole you can park your vehicle and drive your vehicle, but in this part of the pole you cannot. It's a dune area where it's forbidden to drive a vehicle.
Now it's a compact kitten time.
Kompakta koshina. Ja mekin. Guess what? When this pot comes. Or is this a pan?
A paella pan.
Yes, aho. Garlic is cutted and we are making marisco paella. Seafood paella.
Yeah, that is our favorite one. Because Sarah doesn't eat meat, so only other bar that I like is the pepperoni or chorizo paella.
Not for me, so this is a nice compromise. And it's great to be in Southern Europe because seafood here is, well, inexpensive, fresh, lot of variety.
Yeah.
This is not fresh, this is frozen. But we are using mussels, prawns, octopussy, calamari. Yeah.
Good mix. Yeah, you can buy with €5 that marisco mix, and you can get 2 paella from one. So €2.5 for the seafood. Not bad. So €1.2 per portion.
Yeah. But the smell is kind of wow if you don't like the fish smell.
Yes. This is our normal paella that we make quite often. Usually when it's better weather, because this is not the sad
Food.
Yeah. So it's a good day food. And green bell peppers, they look so much better than the red ones. And we don't put them there. Usually you should put them there, but they get soggy and we like them crunchy.
It's paella clock.
Paella time. Test. Perfect crunch. And taste is good.
Yeah. This batch came excellent. Crunchy. I love these little mussels. They're my favorite.
I love this small
Calamaris.
Really small.
On hyvä. Onneksi. Jännä, että
Teet varjo.
Ai mä jään varjoon.
Eli sä teet varjo, niin mä en näe sen kuvassa.
Mä oon näin. Ossa sieltä. Eikö mä oon näin?
I saw a seashell at the seashore, Yeah. At like in the ocean, it's a weird thing that there's like hundreds of kilometers or thousands of kilometers just water behind there. Yeah. Water is quite down today, so usually it's up here. And I think because of that, there's a lot of fishermen. The whole coast is full of fishermen. And they came like early in the morning. Yeah. But nice coastline this. But sand beach continues forever. The lagoon that we spent last night is behind those hills over there, so we haven't moved that much, little by little. Yeah. But this is one of the last places that we can spend the night at the seashore. Because from here it's a national park. Or natural protected areas. Yeah. Pretty nice, loving the life. And we were visited by two government officials. First the Policia Maritime. They are basically this area here and the sea. They are covered in that. And they said that it's okay to be overnight when we are staying there on the green area. And also a GNR. I don't know if it's a same kind of like military police that is in other countries, or is it something like nature police? We call them green police or nature police because they are always in the middle of nowhere where we spend night. But they said also it's okay to be there overnight, so we can be here all relaxed. Yeah. So we are not breaking the rules. Taking the chairs out to enjoy the weather. Yeah, it's not so warm that it looks like, because it's a full winter. You can be here on t-shirts. When you see locals using winter clothes, you know it's a winter time. But now it's quite nice, and we are at the coast of the Atlantic, and there's no wind at all, no breeze at all, so it's a really nice feeling to be here, enjoying life. This is our life. That's our home.
We were a bit paranoid about the camping behavior, so we made the smart move and took our deck chairs to the beach, because it seems like it's legal to enjoy the beach life here. But if you do that next to a camper,
it turns out some way like illegal, and it's a thin line. Somewhere it's totally okay. I would say in here it would be okay, even if we see those police every day driving by. They wouldn't mind. But being like in the like touristic areas or
parking lots
or
wherever is a lot of other campers, it's not okay to invade more space than your vehicle takes. Yeah.
There's always thin line. It's even if the law says that you cannot take the chairs out, but like in sense of law, this is camping because we have taken the chairs out from our camper.
Yeah.
But we are like 200 meters from our camper. So. common sense, it's the best way to deal with this.
Yeah, and I think during off season, during winter, it's more tolerated because everywhere in South Europe the wild camping is illegal.
Yeah.
But yeah, common sense.
Common sense and respect.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that you need, I think.
Reality, when the sun is going down, it's quite cold here. I have to remind you, we are at the Atlantic coast and not in the warm Mediterranean shore.
And it's a winter time still.
Yeah. But we have a sun. Sun is all we need at this moment.
And sand beach.
Yeah. And sand in our truck camper. So much sand inside there. The battle that never ends. Yeah.
And what comes to the sunsets, yeah, Portugal wins Spain like 10-0 because, yeah, when the sun sets in the water, it's so much nicer, so much more beautiful. So in that sense, Portugal is a better place to be.